يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وآمنوا برسوله يؤتكم كفلين من رحمته.
So we're going to begin now in the section in the second pillar, which is salah. Salah, they say, is such a magnificent act of worship that after iman, the thing that will be questioned first will be your salah. And if the salah goes well for a person, for a believer on the day of judgment, everything else will go well. And if the salah has problems in it, then there's likelihood that there are other areas of difficulty in one's deen. Now, the salah, prayer, is the key to paradise. But before there's salah, there's a key to salah as well. And the key to salah is purification, right? It's the purification of the body, the clothing, one's place of prayer, from impurities, which can be physical or which could be non-physical. Okay, and this is every act of worship that happens in Islam. Don't think it's just a physical ritual. It is not just a physical ritual. In fact, every act in Islam has a great, not only spiritual value in the act itself, and a chance to be in communion with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to be in communication and connection with Him, but there's a great spiritual significance and meaning. So in this first section called Purification, the first chapter or first part of this book, actually the first half of this course will be based on purification. The second half of the course will be based on prayer. And so one entire course, 10 weeks, is required just to learn the second pillar of Islam. And the remaining 3 pillars come into the second part of the course. If any of you guys have questions, I want to make sure that you know this is actually, I like to teach on a more casual level, as if, because we're sharing here. So if you guys have questions, by all means, pop on your mic and ask the question by the mic if you wish. You don't need to I can't see you putting up your hand in the way that my slides come up. And if you have questions that you write them in, but I'll address those at the end. But spoken questions, we can take them right away. And purification has a number of different chapters in it, right? Purification has a number of different chapters in it. The thing that we're going to begin with today, interestingly, is not from the beginning of the book. The beginning of the book speaks about different types of water and which water is okay to use for wudu, and then talks about the basics of wudu. But I assume that most of you know at least the basic way to make wudu. If you don't, that's okay. But I wanted to begin with a topic that begins in our practice and logical steps towards prayer. This actually begins before we even make wudu. Before we purify ourselves for prayer, oftentimes this topic called istinja, which means to clean oneself after relieving oneself, this actually occurs even before the prayer.
To be the first to receive more great videos like this as they're released, click that subscribe button. Also, to take a course and increase your knowledge, go to Kiflayn.com.